Hafaday, Talofa Lava, and Bula Vinaka from the beautiful shores of the island of Guam, home to the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts. The Festival of Pacific Arts is the premier cultural celebration in the region, bringing together close to 30 Pacific Island nations to celebrate their traditions, heritage, arts, and culture, while also giving them a chance to discuss important cultural and regional issues. The festival is the largest celebration Guam has seen in its history, and is also only the second time the North Pacific will host the festival since it was first created in 1972, starting in Fiji.
Suva, capital of Fiji, welcomes performers to the first South Pacific Festival of Arts. In a magnificent ceremony at Albert Park, a sacred tambur and a bowl of yangona or kava is presented to the Governor General, Sir Robert Foster.
In May 1972, the island nation of Fiji joyously welcomed the opportunity to host the first South Pacific Festival of Arts. Initiated by the Pacific Community SPC, it brought together over 1,000 participants from 14 countries in the region. Large crowds flocked to the capital Suva as the best that the Pacific has to offer took center stage day and night in 20 different theaters, parks, and halls.
Extrovert Cook Island dancers from the green volcanic land southeast of Fiji use powerful drum rhythms to accompany their joyous dance movements.
This marked the beginning of an important effort to strengthen Pacific Island ties and gain a deeper respect and appreciation for our diverse cultural heritage within the context of a changing Pacific.
It's the opportunity for the whole Pacific together around culture, whether that's traditional, contemporary. It's of course always in movement. It's also, it led to the creation of what's called now the Council of Pacific Arts and Culture, which is really the body that sets arts policy and now cultural policy through the region. So the festival is, of course, it's about performing arts, about visual arts, about bringing artists together from throughout the region, but it's also about revival, protection of traditional knowledge, expressions of culture.
Since 1972, the festival itself began to grow and change as it made its journey across the vast Pacific Ocean. New Zealand was next to host in 1976. And when Papua New Guinea hosted in 1980, the inclusion of delegations from Hawaii and Guam asserted North Pacific presence in the festivities. This resulted in a name change to the Festival of Pacific Arts when French Polynesia played host in 1985. The festival then moved down under to Australia in 1988. Then across to Cook Islands in 1992. Samoa in 1996. New Caledonia at the turn of the millennium, and Palau 4 years later. In 2008, American Samoa took up the mantle as hosts of the 10th Festival of Pacific Arts. And 40 years since its maiden voyage, the festival spirit was carried to the shores of Solomon Islands in 2012. For the first time, Guam welcomes delegations from across distant Pacific shores as hosts of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts. With the final touches being made to years of preparation and thousands arriving to warm half-a-day hospitality, the energy and excitement builds for what is shaping up to be the biggest cultural event in the island nation's history. And an extraordinary opportunity for all those participating in the 2 weeks of festivities to showcase what we own, what we have, and what we share as united voices of the Pacific.
The spectacular opening ceremony for the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, held here in Guam, kicked off what is guaranteed to be a fortnight of cultural festivities, bringing together 25 Pacific Island nations to showcase their culture, arts, tradition, and heritages in various different activities. The festival also is something special for Guam, its host nation, as it symbolizes a special journey.
In the 44-year history of the Festival of Pacific Arts, this will only be the second time it has found its way back to the North Pacific. Palau was the last host in 2004, but this year it's a huge deal for Guam, who will be hosting the event for the first time.
An opportunity for us to show our island hospitality and to show our culture. But also, I think for the people of Guam, it'll be an opportunity to see the beauty and grandeur of so many other island nations. You know, I've been blessed. I've had an opportunity to visit Fiji, and of course, seeing such a beautiful island and a beautiful people. But now it'll be an opportunity for the rest of the people of Guam also to experience Fiji and all the other island nations. So we're excited about it. There's been a lot of hard work and effort put into it. And again, that's what island hospitality is all about. So we're looking forward to rolling the red carpet to our brothers and sisters from all over the Pacific.
In preparation for the thousands of island delegates descending on Guam, the capital city Hagatna has undergone a significant facelift.
We renovated the stadium where the opening and the closing ceremonies are going to take place. We extended the left and the right wing of the stadium. We replaced all the fixed seating, which can seat close to about 1,600 people. We ordered and we brought in some bleachers that can seat another 3,000 people. And then we renovated the bottom level, which includes the lockers, the restrooms, and also all the rooms down at the lower level. In preparing for the festival village, we wanted to adopt the contemporary as well as the cultural, our traditional design work. And the laddie, of course, plays a key role in identifying us as, and our ancestors. So we incorporated that. If you notice, the huts on the upper level does not have the laddie columns, and that's because structurally it's not sound enough, but we incorporated it along the boardwalk.
The magnificent festival village sits just outside the Paseo Stadium and was specifically constructed for this event.
When someone hosts a party at their house, they want to make sure their house is in good shape. So there's been a lot invested into much of the infrastructure for the hosting of the Festival of the Pacific. But then the added benefit is when the festival is over, then we have so many facilities, and whether they're athletic facilities or fishing facilities or some of the venues in Guam for parks, it's then an opportunity now for our local people to enjoy it moving forward. So it's been a win-win. It's a win for the Festival of the Pacific because we want to make sure that we hold a successful event, but then at the same time, whatever investments we've made for it will be something that will benefit the people of Guam moving forward.
Guam is vying to host the best festival ever, and if the energy from arriving delegations is anything to go by, it sure is a great start.
We're here to entertain all the Pacific Islands, especially KUAM, who is the host for Art Festival this year. And we are looking forward to be with them and do what we can to make this Art Festival most successful one so far in the Pacific.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the delegates from Hawaii. Give them a round of applause. All right.
Yes, we're very excited to be here in Guam for most of our delegates. This is their first time visiting Guam. Some of them have been here, but only on very short stays. So we're going to be here for a little over 2 weeks. We'll have a lot of time to see things and to meet people. I think what we're looking forward to most is meeting people and sharing in our cultures and just having conversations and being with other people in the Pacific and seeing what's going on in their areas and what their challenges are, and so we can share our challenges as well. Our delegation is a total of 35, but at one time the most people we have here is 22. So we have people coming in late and leaving early as their schedules allow for them to. But our delegation is small, but we are very compact. We have a lot of disciplines that we cover. We have a very strong, traditional, well-grounded base in our traditions that come from our elders, our kupuna. We're going to be focusing on our performing arts, on our traditional handicraft type of arts.
It's more than 90 altogether, the delegation from American Samoa, and we are participating in various arts, especially the performing arts, traditional arts, culinary arts, and all the other weaving and LA and all that.